to my YouTube channel. As I mentioned in my last video, I was gonna try to make a practice video. So I went to Lake Panasoffkee to do a little practice for our upcoming club tournament, which is this weekend. It's our classic, so it's a 2-day event. We fish Saturday and Sunday, so it'll be interesting. But I did manage to get out there this past weekend, pre-fished a little bit. I got a feel for the lake, so I gotta say it's a lot shallower than I thought. A lot of eelgrass, a couple rivers that come, in and out of this place, and there's absolutely no major depth change. So I think the deepest spot was maybe 9 or 10 feet, if that. And the water's low at that, so we've had no rain here for weeks down here in Florida. So, but yeah, throughout this video, I'm just gonna throw some clips in there, just to show you how our practice went. So yeah, here's the first one. Powerful, Kaylee. Decent one. Small one, but it's a keeper. Catching that on a June bug speed worm. Less than a foot of water out here on Lake Panasoffkee. Foot of water. It's crazy. So as you can see, I caught that first fish. It wasn't nothing major. It wasn't huge. It was a keeper. So, it had definitely helped us out. So I ended up catching a couple more fish, and I felt like I started putting a pattern together. So definitely something I could work off of. It just started coming about. Every time I found standing grass and grass lines, I would find fish. So that was a key thing. Got one.
Yeah, there's music on this.
Powerful. That's a bigger one.
Yeah, there's music playing on here.
Decent sized one.
Look, put on the music playing on here.
Come on this 10-inch worm back here in the whistle. So I got some of a little pattern going on. I'm finding them, they're set up close to this grass line. Nothing big yet, but I know out there in that area it's full of grass, about 2 to 4 feet deep, which if I don't hook onto anything any bigger soon, I'm gonna make a run and go out there and see if I can find any bigger fish. We'll see. So like I was saying, the fish we were catching, they weren't huge, but we were filling a limit, and that's what we need during the tournament. One thing I did notice as the day got later, so we started fishing around 8-ish, but later in the day, close to lunchtime, it seemed like those bites were getting bigger. Fish were getting bigger, so more active. The water's heating up, so that's definitely key. It's a little cooler here in the mornings finally. I feel like these fish really start turning on a little bit later in the day, down here in Florida, especially right now. But yeah, we did run into some chain pickerel, is what they call them. So these things are massive, you know. I actually caught one this big and one like that big. And if you've never caught one of those, at first you think you have a huge bass. That's what I did. I hooked into this thing, and my first assumption was I got an 8-pounder. Second one I hooked into, again, it fought more like a bass, so I literally thought I had a big one. Nah, just another pickerel. But here's a short clip of the mudfish or pickerel we caught. Well, I didn't expect to catch that. Big old mudfish looking thing.
Yeah, look what Daddy got. That's not a bass.
Nope.
Bro, that's not a bass.
I got another one. That's another mudfish. Are you serious?
Oh my god.
Dude, you need to chill out. So after catching a couple pickerel, yeah, I just decided to go and try to run that pattern that I thought I was on. Like I said, that standing grass wasn't all over the lake. So wherever I found it. And that's what I did. I ran to the east side of this lake, and I ended up catching a pretty decent one. So, you know, that was helpful. Really pleased with that. So, and again, it was later in the day, but you know, I feel like I have enough areas to pull a limit, and then, you know, hopefully have some time on Saturday to venture out there in the deeper water where there's standing eelgrass. There's a lot of pockets out there, and I've seen people catching fish, and I know there's fish out there, so from the research I've done. So I'm hoping Saturday I can get out there and find some spots, line me up for Sunday, and have something to work off of, but we'll see. So, but yeah, so, you know, run that pattern, you know, maybe come across a different pattern while we're out there, but definitely standing grass was key for me this past weekend. That's a big bass, Kaylee.
Oh my gosh, he got a big.
Now that's what you talk about, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Out here at Lake Panasoffkee. So it's like almost 1 o'clock. We didn't get out here till late. Kids are with me, so it's trying to keep them warm. I got a limit. Say we started fishing about 8:30ish. Got a limit. Not the biggest. I came to the east side of this lake, and it seemed like I've caught bigger fish finally. I got some spots kind of figured out. I think I'm on somewhat of a pattern. We'll have to see. It's the only day I get to practice out here, and a week's gonna go by. As long as we don't have no major weather change, I think I'll be set up for the most part in the same area. Make a couple more casts along this bank line. We're gonna head out. So yeah, just thanks for watching and thanks for subscribing to my channel. Make sure you hit that like button down there and leave me a comment. Again, our tournament's this Saturday and Sunday, Lake Panasoffkee, down here in Florida. Wish us luck. I'd like to come away with a win on this one since it is the last one of the year. And yeah, I'll see you guys and girls next time. See ya.